I'm so grateful to be here with my friend Melissa Bradley, a beautiful heart-centered coach. And Melissa, you've been to Bimini to swim with the dolphins 4 times. So there must have been something magical that occurred.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Well, the first time that I went there, I was newly divorced, and I had also been through a breakup with the what do they call that? The rebound.
The
Okay, so yeah, so I was really, really searching for, well, myself. And so, but I'd always been in partnership, but never been on vacation by myself. And I thought going on a regular cruise feels strange by myself, or so many things felt strange to do by myself. I didn't even know what a retreat was, which is really cute. But I started putting in little criteria, right, in Google back in the day, and this retreat in Bimini showed up. This gorgeous English woman was right there, and it was swimming with the dolphins, eating raw vegan food, and doing yoga. I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. So I called her, and she's like, I can't believe you're getting hold of me. I'm actually out on the ocean with the dolphins right now. And she said, normally I don't have signal out here, but I do right now for you. I said, I just need to make sure you're real before I send the money via PayPal. And she goes, I'm totally real. So I go, and it it just completely changed my life. There was such a remembering of my true authentic self and nature in Bimini. And it had been my dream my entire life to swim with the dolphins in the wilds. I had been to places where they were in captivity, which I would never do again. And I got to have that first encounter. And the first time I was with them, it was the bottlenoses. And there were two, I get angel bumps just remembering. Yeah. And there were two at the bottom, and they were kind of corkscrewing their noses into the sand. And the water in Bimini is, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. It is just so crystalline and clear and turquoise and aqua, and just like the clarity that day was epic. And then these two, bottlenoses. And I think my friend Jenny, who owned the retreat center, said what she called them the elders. They're the elders of the tribe. And they were playing with halibut. So they were getting the halibut, and they were just kind of flicking it around like a frisbee. And so that was my first encounter. And as we were talking about too, they have the bottlenoses, which I just absolutely have always loved my whole life, and then they have the Atlantic spotted dolphins there that are very unique, and I think I think they're just in that particular area, and so I got to swim with them too, and
I heard
yeah.
those Atlantic spotted dolphins are very friendly.
They are. Yeah, they are. They are. And it was such a so the I went the first time, and she was new to opening the retreat center, and it was just me and one other guest. And then I went back the next time, and there were 12 of us. So the word got out very quickly. And to watch people that hadn't swam with the dolphins in the wild get alongside of the Atlantic spotted dolphins was just like, yeah, like you know, I mean, we know it's like the dolphin energy is just such a beautiful frequency of our true authentic nature of, spontaneous joy and playfulness and communion and community and supporting each other. So yeah, it was sometimes even finding the words, but I can feel the frequency, even though it was many, many years ago. It just literally just bubbles up, inside of me, and it's always in me. That's the thing, is once you have that experience in Bimini, um and I can just even imagine going with you and the gift that you are in the world, and then the gift that the island itself of Bimini is in terms of divine remembrance, and then swimming with the dolphins. Like, it is like you cannot leave there this I get angel bumps again. You can't leave there the same. Like, it's just it's so activating, it's so awakening, it's just it's incredible.
Thank you so much for pausing a moment in your day and sharing about this. I had my first experience of dolphins was when I was 15 years old, and it was sort
Mm.
of spontaneous. Oh, there they are. Get your fins on and hop in the water. And
Wow.
I didn't spend a week with them like you did, but even that simple interaction, it was life-changing. And one of the words you've used several times is remembrance.
Yeah.
And it's like a full body
Mm.
activation of remembrance, of possibility, of ease, of flow, like the flowiness of life, the unforced. Because my childhood was lovely and there was a lot of force.
Mhm.
And it was an opportunity to drop that,
Yeah.
just be. And
Yeah.
to me, that is a huge gift that these creatures embody and transmit.
Oh, they so do. They so do. Yeah, I mean, for anybody who has yet to swim with a dolphin, again, once you do, like, it's just life is never the same. And then if you have swum with the dolphins, then you know the absolute magic that it is, and you want to do it over and over. Like, I'm a bit of a child in that regard. Like, I just want to swim with the dolphins over and over and again every day, right? Like, it's so incredible.
Oh my. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Melissa. Anything last that you would like to share?
Well, I would just say if there is somebody who's, considering coming with you, of course, I'd be the one to like nudge you along into the boat, like, go, as I was saying to you, when I went the first time, I mean, I was in my early 40s. I had never traveled by myself, and I'm forever grateful. It felt scary to me. It felt a little daunting, but I'm forever grateful that I said yes to myself, and by doing that, it just was like this whole new next layer of unfolding in my life in a way I could have never imagined. So yeah, like I said, the retreat itself, the island itself, and the dolphins themselves, just being around all that was enough for me to go, wow, okay, this really is meant to be a beautiful, magical life. And so we just have to be the ones that are willing to give that to ourselves, because nobody else is really going to do that. So yeah, giving yourself that opportunity.
That is so true. Thank you for emphasizing that because, I've seen it happen again and again. I've led retreats, women's retreats primarily, but couples and others too. And
Mm.
the door that opens for people
Yeah.
is phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
like you've stepped away from your life for a week, you're committed to some kind of change, and
Hmm.
given the space to do that with others who are like-minded.
Yeah.
um is, yeah, for me, the first time I went on retreat, I went home and changed my whole life, and
Yeah.
to be more authentic and aligned. And yeah, so
No, it's so true. I mean, I know you and I could talk for hours and days and weeks and months and forever. And, I mean, what percentage of people, and even if you're somebody that's listening to this and you're so caught up in your daily life, whether you're a parent or you're at a stressful job and you're feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, exhausted, frustrated by life, like sometimes people are like, what's the point of all this? If you're feeling anything like that, or like, it's definitely time to just unplug, from what I would call the illusion or the matrix, and just like let yourself really uh melt into nature and see what you are blessed to remember about yourself and about what is real and what is good and what is true, because you deserve that. Everybody deserves that on the planet, and that's always my daily dream, is that every all 8 point what 4 or 5 billion of us, that everybody pops, and remembers who and what they truly are and why they're here. And that's the cool thing about the dolphins, when you get alongside of them, because they know they're embodied in that. They're not doubting themselves. They don't have insecurities. They're not, they're they're just being, right? And so to be in their frequency is just an a peaceful, magical, fun, playful way to activate and to awaken. And so, yeah.
A gift. Such a gift to be here with you as well. And thank you so much for the magic you bring and for sharing with everyone about your experience.
Absolutely, my absolute divine pleasure and honor. And I'm excited for you and for all the beautiful souls going with you to Bimini. I will be there in spirit. And as I was saying, once you go, those sacred waters and the dolphins and everything's always swimming around in your heart and your soul after that. Like, so even when you go back to your daily normal life, you feel shifted, you feel changed, um you feel it. And it's all in that feeling tone, right? So
True. Thank you. You emanate that love. And yes. Oh, and anyone who would like to come, we are going in June 2025. You can find details at clarityspace.org/dolphins. It's clarityspace.org/dolphins. The link below. All right. Aloha.
Exciting. Aloha.